I am going to read to you the speech by Chief Seattle, and this is an optional recording for you to listen to. I find that whether you read the speech out loud yourself or you hear it read, there is a little bit more that can get put into the sound, the inflection of the voice, and so forth. All right. The son of the white chief says his father sends us greetings of friendship and goodwill. This is kind, for we know he has little need of our friendship in return, because his people are many. They are like the grass that covers the vast prairies, while my people are few and resemble the scattering trees of a storm-swept plain. There was a time when our people covered the whole land as the waves of a wind-ruffled sea cover its shell-paved floor. But that time has long since passed away, with the greatness of tribes now almost forgotten. Our great father in Washington sends us word that he will protect us. His brave armies will be to us a bristling wall of strength, and his great ships of war will fill our harbors, so that our ancient enemies far to the northward, the Zahidas, will no longer frighten our women and old men. They will be our father, and we will be his children. But can this ever be? Your God loves your people and hates mine. He folds his strong arms lovingly around the white man and leads him as a father leads his infant son. But he has forsaken his red children. He makes your people wax strong every day, and soon they will fill the land, while my people are ebbing away like a fast receding tide that will never flow again. The white man's God cannot love his red children, or he would protect them. They seem to be orphans and can look nowhere for help. How then can we become brothers? How can your father become our father and bring us prosperity and awaken unto us dreams of returning greatness? Your God seems to us to be partial. He came to the white man. We never saw him, never heard his voice. He gave the white man laws, but he had no word for his red children, whose teeming millions filled this vast continent as the stars fill the firmament. No, we are two distinct races and must ever remain so. There is little in common between us. The ashes of our ancestors are sacred, and their final resting place is hallowed ground, while you wander away from the tombs of your fathers, seemingly without regret. Your religion was written on tables of stone by the iron finger of an angry God, lest you might forget it. Our religion is the traditions of our ancestors, the dreams of our old men, given them by the Great Spirit, and the visions of our seconds, and it is written in the hearts of our people. Your dead cease to love you in the homes of their nativity as soon as they pass the portals of the tomb. They wander off beyond the stars and are soon forgotten and never return. Our dead never forget the beautiful world that gave them being. They still love its winding rivers, its great mountains, its sequestered vales, and they never yearn in tenderest affection. Careful there, Julius. And they ever yearn in tenderest affection over the lonely-hearted living, and often return to visit and comfort them. We will ponder your position, and when we have decided, we will tell you. But should we accept it, I here and now make this final condition, that we will not be denied the privilege, without molestation, of visiting all at will, the graves of our ancestors and friends. Every part of this country is sacred to my people. Every hillside, every valley, every plain and grove has been hallowed by some fond memory or some sad experience of my tribe. Even the rocks that seemed to lie dumb as they swelled from the sun along the silent seashore in solemn grandeur thrill with memories of past events connected with the fate of my people, and the very dust under your feet responds more lovingly to our footsteps than to yours, because it is the ashes of our ancestors, and our bare feet are conscious of the sympathetic touch, for the soil is rich and with the life of our kindred. The sable braves and fond mothers and glad-hearted maidens and the little children who lived and rejoiced there, and whose very names are now forgotten, will love these solitudes and their deep fastnesses as eventide grow shadowy with the presence of dusky spirits. And when the last red man shall have perished from the earth, and his memory among white men shall have become a myth, these shores shall swarm with the invisible dead of my tribe, and when your children's children shall think themselves alone in the field, the store, the shop, upon the highway, or in the silence of the woods, they will not be alone. In all the earth there is no place dedicated to solitude At night, when the streets of your cities and villages are silent and you think them deserted, they will throng with the returning hosts that once built and still love this beautiful land. The white man will never be alone. Let him be just and deal kindly with my people, for the dead are not altogether powerless. And then in the workbook, it does ask for your reaction to this speech.